So in this video that you're currently watching right now, we're going to go over the 5 truths about starting over and how to learn to transmute all of this negative energy into positivity and actually move forward. Nobody wants to start their life over. Disclaimer. So before we get started in this video, keep that in mind. With starting over comes discomfort. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. When you are starting over, starting from the bottom, now you're here, you're going to be very uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable because what you were once familiar with is no longer resonating with you and is no longer valid. So, when your feelings are invalid, when your thoughts are uncertain, and you're confused, there's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations. So, the first truth is going to require you to confess. Confess your sins. Confess what has happened to you. Confess what you've been exposed to. And with confession comes communication. You have to express how you feel. That's the truth, if nobody told you. It is okay to be angry. It is okay to be sad. It is okay to feel frustrated. It's okay that you've experienced trauma. It's okay that you've gone through certain things. It's okay that you didn't have the help, the finances, the tools, the resources that you may have now or that you want to experience. It is okay. So with confession as the first truth that you need to hear and that we have to start applying ourselves, the second truth is being vulnerable. You see, when you learn to confess, when you talk about what has happened to you, when you talk about the wrongdoings, when you talk about the trials and tribulations, you become vulnerable. And with you being vulnerable means you're able to discuss how you feel. You're able to discuss your frustration. You're able to discuss your pain. You're able to discuss the unfortunate that you had to experience. You're able to discuss the confusion, the chaos, the uncertainty, which means you're acknowledging the trials and tribulations. You're acknowledging the discomfort. So the third truth comes with commitment. You have to be committed in the choices you choose to make in the future. And you have to be committed of what you've done in your past. And commitment will allow you to be consistent because you hear that all the time. People are going to tell you all you have to do in life is be consistent, which is true. But what I would like to take a step further as your favorite mental health specialist, and not to say that I know any better or less, but just from experience, you cannot be consistent if you're not even committed. And that's the T. So number one, the first truth was confessions. Communicate, express, elaborate. The second truth, vulnerability. In order for you to communicate and be honest and acknowledge, you have to express how you feel. You have to feel your emotions. You have to be genuine. You have to be in tune, whether you're angry, you're mad. You have to validate your experience, even though it hurt you in your past. So when you are committed to being vulnerable, when you're committed to communicate, you're able to experience what has happened to you. You're able to validate it and you're able to accept it. So with that, going into number 4, the fourth truth, means you're going to be evolving. And with evolving means you have to be willing to transform and let go. This step is something that is going to take time because you don't get to tell people how long they're going to suffer for, and you don't get to tell people when they're going to let go of things. As your favorite mental health specialist, I'm here to suggest and advise, but it's up to you all to take this information and apply it into your everyday life. The reason why a lot of people do not see the results when it comes to healing is because they're not committed. This is not something that you say in 24 hours that you want to do and then not think the rest of your life is not going to change, or that you're not going to see changes, or that you're not going to be consistent with. And in order to be consistent, you have to be committed. You have to be willing to let go. When you are letting go of your old life, you're letting go of your old thoughts, you're letting go of your past, you're evolving, you're changing. So what you used to think, what you used to feel, how you used to talk, how you used to look can no longer serve you. And as you're learning to start over, you have to evolve. And that's where the discomfort comes from. It's not the fact that you lost your house. It's not the fact that you got fired. It's not the adversity. It's how you respond and how you move forward from what has happened to you. It's not the problem, it's the solution. And that's what we're here to do, is come up with solutions so we can actually move forward. So the last and final truth, number 5, is this: being present. The final step, the 5 truths, the 5th truth is being present. And I just want to inform and advise to anybody watching this is a journey. If you've been going through trials and tribulations, let's just say your entire life, and you decide today when you come across this video that you no longer want to be associated or affiliated with who you used to be, keep in mind, if it took years and months and days for you to become this person, it is going to take the same amount of energy, if not more effort, to release that version of you that no longer is. So now that we both know the 5 honest truths about starting over, here are some 5 honest solutions so we can transmute this negative energy into positivity. So when you experience adversity, guess what? Number 1, congratulations, you have new opportunities. You see, balance. I started off in the video with the 5 honest truths. Now here are the solutions, because it's one thing to be informed, education, but if we don't apply it, how do we expect things to change? And with change requires growth. So number 1, when you experience adversity, you have new opportunities. We have to change our way of thinking. So because we're letting go of old information, you get new information. The second thing is change, which means you're growing. You see, you suffered in your past. You went through the trials and tribulations. You went through the storms. But guess what? It can't rain forever. It's time to start seeing the rainbows. It's time to start allowing the sun to shine. So number 3, know that you are being redirected. I know everyone heard that saying before, rejection is protection. You are being redirected. I don't know why I can't speak. You're being redirected, okay? And lastly, moving forward, which allows you to no longer suffer. It's not to say that things are not going to happen in your life, but the more you experience trials and tribulations, the more equipped you become. And the more equipped you become, you get to where you need to be. And when things happen to you, it's not an issue. So we're releasing worrying. You start to worry less. You start to doubt yourself less. And you become confident. And that is what starting over is about. The confidence, the courage, the strength. And I also know you guys know that saying, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. It's true. But in order to become strong, you got to learn how to fight, okay? So before we end off this video, you guys have a homework assignment. You guys have a homework assignment. As your favorite mental health specialist, not only am I here to inform and educate and try to make these videos a little bit more entertaining, I'm going to hold you accountable. So your homework assignment is this: comment section, verbally out loud or with a notebook, pen, paper, and utensil. I need you to list 5 things that you are grateful for right now and why. And the reason why this is your first homework assignment is because 1, we have to preach what we practice. We have to practice what we preach. You guys, today has just been a day. But to end off the video, your homework assignment, express gratitude. We can't just say we're going to do these things. We can't make these videos and not actually apply them. So this is a journey. This is going to be the first video, you guys. Bear with me. So for those of you who are watching this video, Thank you. And if you're new here, my name is Ty Guidance, your favorite mental health specialist. Make sure to follow us here on YouTube at Ty Guidance 101, on TikTok at Ty_Guidance, and Instagram at Ty_Guidance, and Twitter at Ty_Guidance. And I am a naturopathic physician, which is a mental health specialist. If you guys want a one-on-one, click the link down below or go to my website, tyguidance.setmore.com, and stay tuned. Until next time, YOLO. Thanks for watching. Bye.